So how about that Mandalorian trailer, man? Yes, sir. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Countless weeks of discussion, and finally it came out. 8.
Yeah, we actually no. We only,
Oh, 6 episodes of. Okay. I thought you were talking about. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying that, like the amount of episodes in a season.
No.
But
Anyway,
anyways.
we're freaking back, guys. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that? Can you
Crazy
believe it?
shit.
We're back.
Crazy
We're back.
shit. I have facial hair now. Well, I did have more, but now I don't.
Yeah, you had a whole beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, just cut it off. It's pretty crazy. It's been a whole almost 2 years since we've done an episode.
It's kind of
That's
crazy.
wild.
Yeah.
I'm in a different room. I'm at a different place.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Same room, new shit. Yeah.
I also have a TV right there. Lego. Pretty sick.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, so we're just gonna quickly, for real, get into Mando season 2 for real.
Oh, yes,
Because
sir.
that's what the whole.
That's what we've all been waiting for here at SHADOWCAST Productions.
Yes, sir.
Or SHADOWCAST Productions. Shadowwood Productions. Can't even remember the name of our own fucking company. But yeah, Mando season 2 was great. Like, I'm trying to remember what even happened. It's been so long. Just like all of the great characters that like come in and just like to an extent, yeah, they steal the show a little bit, but it's like I feel like everybody that comes in makes sense for them to be there.
Yeah.
So it just culminates in just greatness, just perfection. And then obviously we all know what happens at the end, obviously.
Yeah.
Dude, I still wish we had recorded our freaking reaction
I know.
to Luke freaking
I'm
Skywalker.
scared that my audio is picking up in my mic from you talking.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not.
Still.
I'll start talking quieter. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I mean, I don't really know what else to say about it. They kind of, well, I'm sure we'll get to Book of Boba Fett later, but I feel like they kind of cheapened the end of Mando season 2 with that a little bit.
Yeah.
But we were also going to talk about other shows that have come out in the long time gap that it's been since we recorded an episode. So first comes WandaVision. WandaVision was great. I liked WandaVision for the most part. At least like I don't know. The first half is definitely stronger than the second half.
Yeah.
It's just like you got all these like cool ideas going, and then they just like completely just like take away the like they pull away the curtain is I think what I was trying to say, but like and then there's just like no nuance left, and then Agatha just kind of comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it just should have been Wanda the whole time. But yeah, so then after that there was Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Um, hot take: John Walker is the best character in that show.
For real.
like, not to say like he was a good person or anything. It's just like he was the most interesting for me to watch personally.
Oh yeah, by far.
Just like watching,
That light to dark.
yeah, just like watching like his story go along from being like this American hero to just showing us that he does not have like the stuff to be Captain America. He doesn't have like the morals. He just is there to like get the job done, I guess.
Yeah.
Which fair enough, but like
He's just literally a soldier.
yeah. What came out after Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Loki. Yeah. By far the best Marvel show that has come out under them.
Close.
Yeah. Just like first of all, banger score. Like
Oh Oh yeah,
we can't
that
gloss
one
over that.
killed the score.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
But other than that, like introducing us to Kang and like
yeah,
getting more of that like character focus on Loki, whereas like in the past we've not really had that. It's all been like obviously he's just been like the villain and just
yeah,
like comic relief to some extent.
yeah,
Um, so it was nice to finally see some more like layers to Loki.
yeah.
Um, and like the setting was cool. Um, Owen Wilson was awesome as Mobius.
Oh yeah, dude. Owen Wilson when he's like in a serious role is like so cool. Like I don't know, it's like super satisfying in my head to like see an actor that like plays like goofier characters like that like go into a serious role and it be like so cool. Like it's like what
Yeah.
Bob Odenkirk did when he went into Better Call Saul.
Oh yeah.
He was like he was literally a comedian before that, and then he went and did that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, is there anything else
So
we can even say about that? What else is there to say about Loki?
I mean, it set up the multiverse like
Uh,
extremely well. I
yeah.
think.
I would like I don't know. I feel like they defy their own rules like all the time with the multiverse, but it's still like cool, I guess.
Mhm.
Like the rules that Endgame sets up for the multiverse are just like a lot different from like everything else. Like I don't know, it just feels like sometimes they have like conflicting visions of like how the multiverse works. Like as far as like what affects what and like what happens when you go back in time and change something. Um, like I don't know, it's kind of confusing, but it's I don't know. For me, it's just easier to turn my brain off, which is uh, not a good excuse, I guess.
You
But
know what I'm thinking about right now?
hmm,
So in Endgame, when the Ancient One like does the whole like throws out the string
hmm,
and then like explains to uh Bruce that like if you pull something it like veers off from the thing and that can't happen.
right.
I wonder if she was aware that there was a one timeline.
Yeah, I don't know, but
That
it's like
like you bringing up like the multiverse and Endgame, I just like that just went into my head and I just thought of that
right.
immediately. Like did she know? I don't know.
Think of it this way. So
It's an
like
interesting thought.
it is an interesting thought. Think of it this way. Like going back to what I was saying about how it like doesn't really make a ton of sense sometimes is like so obviously or it's been explained like if you change something in the timeline that like branches off like in a new reality so like a new like timeline new like a new universe it like
Yeah.
creates a whole new universe but then like obviously at the end of Endgame uh Steve Rogers is just like back after changing stuff um like and then also um it like just because he goes back and puts the Infinity Stones back where they came from, like at the time that they came from, it doesn't mean like that they never like took them. So like that like would change things too, like multiverse wise, if that makes sense.
Yeah, cuz like if you think about it in Endgame,
Like Steve Rogers would have had to travel across multiverses or across universes, and like obviously in the new Doctor Strange, we know that only one person really has the power to do that.
yeah.
So I don't know. It's odd and confusing, but I try not to dwell on it too
I mean,
much.
they did say like that the Avengers were supposed to do that, so was it really going across universes? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing. Like with the 14,605,000 like different possibilities, like that is only for that one Earth or that one like universe. Because obviously, like in other universes, I know we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves with Doctor Strange, but like obviously we see the Illuminati. Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen Doctor Strange 2, but
Ah, it's been out for
yeah,
a lot
the
of months.
like obviously the Illuminati just like kind of just kill Thanos, and
Yeah.
like in every other universe, it's just so easy to kill Thanos, but like only in the main timeline? Is it like actually a like large threat, I guess?
I wonder if those 14 million are like specific only to that like timeline, because
Yeah, like I
they
wonder if
could have
there's
done 14 million different things and all of them would have failed, because they said the only one that would work was that one.
right.
Was if he sacrificed it all instead of like actually trying to fight it then and there or whatever. I don't know.
Mhm. Yeah, it's just like they've kind of just like gone every direction possible with the multiverse.
Like at this point, I don't even try and like piece things together. I just kind of nod my head and go along with it.
Right. Yeah. Um. So okay, so we were at Loki, and then after Loki was I think What If.
Yeah.
We don't really have to talk about What
I
If.
don't know. The end of What If was pretty cool.
I'll give it that. Like the Doctor Strange episode was great, and the last two episodes were
Yeah, the
really
Doctor
cool
Strange
too.
was very good. The
Yeah.
zombies one wasn't bad either.
I didn't hate the zombies one. It's like I feel like I liked it more the first time I watched it, but like looking back, I don't know if I would like it as much anymore.
Yeah, the end with Ultron.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that
end
was
with
so
Ultron was
cool.
sick. Hold on, I'm silencing my phone
And
because
then
it's
like the
dinging.
what do they call themselves? The Guardians of the
Multiverse, I think. Just Guardians of the
was it?
Multiverse. Yeah, something like that.
Hmm.
I can't remember for sure. Um,
Yeah, but yeah, I mean we don't have to dig into What If.
yeah, we don't have to go too far. Like, there's really not much like meat to it, other than just like a little bit of cool shit here and there. I would say the Doctor Strange episode has meat to it, like on an emotional level, I guess. Um, but yeah, it was nice seeing like I don't know, it was just like a very somber episode, and I like things
Yeah,
like that sometimes. So,
yeah.
uh, yeah, it was cool to like see the possibilities, like what could happen if Doctor Strange like went off the deep end, I guess.
Yeah, unhinged.
Yeah. Cause like him like absorbing all the powers of like all those different things was sick.
Yeah.
Like that episode was really good because it had very good like emotional stakes as well as like the spectacle stuff that like keeps you invested.
Mm,
Well, the emotional stuff keeps you invested enough, but you know what I mean.
yeah. So was after What If? Was it? It wasn't Hawkeye. Like there was something between those two, wasn't there? There was some
Um,
movies, I think.
Shang-Chi and the Eternals came
Yeah,
out.
I think
Um,
there was a show. Show.
I don't think so either.
Maybe. Oh no, I don't think it was. Yeah, because What If ended in like September, and then
Shang-Chi came out right after September 11th or something, or was it September 11th or 9th?
yeah, I think it was the ninth.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
But yeah, because then Hawkeye came out in like November.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Boy, if we were doing this podcast when the No Way Home trailer was,
Oh yeah,
oh
dude,
my
it just would have been the
god,
same thing. Yo, when's
it would
this
have
No
been
Way Home trailer
exactly
coming out, bro?
because we did. I lived it, and I was like, this is all you talk about ever.
Yeah, I I eventually shut up about it. Like I would say the last
You gave
probably
up way sooner.
yeah, I gave up a lot sooner than I did for the Mandalorian trailer. Like I probably stopped talking about it like 2 weeks before it came out, maybe
I'm
three,
actually interested to see when the Mando season 2 trailer came out.
just to see how like how
They were like,
far off we were.
yeah.
I think it came out like October 1st, because I remember they released like the poster for it on October 1st.
So it was like 2 weeks.
Yeah, something like that.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
Um,
Yeah, Hawkeye,
Hawkeye,
extremely mid.
so mid, dude.
Timothy Dalton in that show is so bad, but in Better Call Saul, he's so good,
I
dude.
know.
Like, how?
It's just the
Oh, the
writing,
writing.
dude. The
Yeah, yeah,
writing
yeah.
is
Oh,
just
yeah. The writing's so
awful.
bad. Cause the actress, I can't never remember her name. Her
Uh,
mom.
I don't know her.
Not
I don't know her actual name.
she has an Academy Award. She has an Oscar,
Bro.
and she literally looks like that was like her first gig.
Yeah. Yeah, just like the script in that show is
And
just terrible.
oh man,
Kingpin was an L.
dude, he could have been so much cooler.
Mhm.
And then
Like I love
what's
Kingpin, don't get me
what's the
wrong,
girl's
but
name?
uh Kate something,
And
Kate
then what's Bishop?
Bishop. Yep.
And then what's the actress's name?
Haley Steinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
Haley Steinfeld.
it was hard to watch. Sometimes it was like, God, this is so cringe.
Yeah, just like do you remember the tracksuit mafia guys? The fucking
Yes.
bro. Yeah, bro.
The
Like
scene where they were in the
oh.
warehouse was kind of funny, though. I won't lie.
The beginning like the first two episodes were terrible. The third one was pretty good actually. I like the third one. That was the one where they had like the car chase out of the warehouse and then like and even the dialogue like from the tracksuit mafia guys like got kind of cleaned up for that episode. Like it was definitely like funnier. Um,
Yeah.
like it it just felt better. And then they had like the cool car chase and like the Pym particle arrow, the like giant freaking arrow that
Oh my.
took out the bridge. That was sick. Or I can't remember if it took out the bridge or not, but
The
it was
bridge
cool.
scene. That was the best scene in the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And he shot the arrow into the sky.
Mhm.
And what did he like shot the Pym arrow and it made the what did he make really big? He made the
Another
arrow really
arrow.
big. Yeah,
It,
that's
I
right.
think I think he had Kate shoot and then he shot her arrow with
Yeah.
the Pym arrow. Yeah.
That was sick.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah. That's all I care to talk about with that show because there's not much else.
Yeah.
White Christmas was cool.
Yelena was good.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
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 God, Florence Pugh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, her performance was great throughout the like every scene she's in, she kind of steals pretty much. Um, Other than that, and like all the flashback stuff, for like the blip for her was cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Like when you saw her get dusted. It was
mhm,
cool.
yeah. And then she like comes back in the house and there's just like random people in there.
Yeah.
Um,
That'd be freaky.
that would be
Man.
freaky. Yeah. Um, Trying to think. What come what came after? Do you want to talk about Shang-Chi or the Eternals?
Um. Yeah, we can.
Um,
Did Black Widow also come out?
oh yeah, yeah. Black Widow was mid.
Yeah, it was cool. It just was
It's
like
fine.
a little. It was way too late.
Yeah.
All it really did, like, what's the? I forget what the. I can't remember. David Harbour's character,
Oh yeah, Red Guardian.
Red Guardian. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's call him Red Knight.
It'd be cool, like
One Knight.
I don't know. It'd be cool if there was like a modern day Red Guardian, but at the same time, I kind of get
He
why
went
not, because
back
they don't really have
and,
like a.
showed things he did.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be
That would
sick.
be cool.
That would be sick.
It'd be cool if they did a what if of if Red Guardian fought Captain America like how he always says he did.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be
But
sweet.
oh man, I had a thought and I forget.
It could be cool, like a cool like when Steve goes back in time, and then like have him fight Red Guardian like during the Soviet era. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
Um,
because actually that could make sense because when he goes back, because when they took the Tesseract from
Because he wouldn't have been out of the ice in the time that he was saying he fought him.
oh no, no, but when like they could do it like when he went back to put the Tesseract back in the base,
Yeah.
because that was during the 70s, so that would have been Cold War.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, yeah, Black Widow was. I mean, I won't say it's bad, but it was just a little too late.
Taskmaster was a terrible villain.
Yeah, that was. Yeah,
That was an
that's
L.
like not even what the.
That's not that's not Taskmaster.
No.
It's not.
Like
But
the idea was cool. They should have just made it a different person that wasn't Taskmaster though,
yeah, and save Taskmaster for later.
or something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Taskmaster could literally be like a an Avengers level threat character in my opinion.
Yeah, you think so?
Just because of like how.
I don't know if you could take them all at once though.
Oh no, no.
But like one on one, he is definitely super duper formidable.
Just like because of the way he can like adapt to the characters and like or the
Yeah.
characters like the people and like what they do like their fighting styles and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. But anyway, Black Widow, mid, not bad, just okay.
Yeah.
Shang Chi,
Best thing out of Phase 4.
yeah.
Other than like maybe Loki and
Movie
Spider-Man.
wise,
Yeah,
movie wise.
yeah, definitely like the best like new addition
Oh yeah,
to the MCU in a long time.
so cool. People don't like that movie. I don't know how. It's so
Yeah.
good.
It's good. Like I mean, the fight with the like dragon at the end is kind of like I don't
That was
know.
sick.
It's cool. Um I don't know. Like it's definitely better when he is like one on one with his dad. Um that actually like reminds me that they kind of like finally tied up like the 10 rings stuff in that movie. Um like with um like revealing that like basically he was the Mandalorian.
The
He was the
Mandalorian.
Mandarin all along. um
Mandarin all along.
oh my god. Yes sir. Um can I just backtrack and say that the intros to all the WandaVision episodes are awesome?
Goated. Yes.
Goated. Every single one.
Yes.
Um okay, back to what we were saying. um
Shang-Chi was
yeah, Shang-Chi
one
was
of my
really
favorite
good.
ones. Yeah.
The choreography for like the fighting was cool and like all of the like I don't think they're I can't really think of of a super unlikable character. Like his best friend is like borderline, but like she like passes for me.
Aquafina
Yeah,
sounds like Scarlett Johansson.
yeah, yeah. She does. Yeah, she does.
The
Uh,
moment she spoke, I was like, oh my god, they put her skin over Scarlett Johansson.
um, Eternals is next, I think.
I don't know, okay. Also,
Yeah, it's fine.
I honestly
I
don't have much to say about Eternals.
Neither do I. I mean, it's gonna be tough when you're making a character like a movie with a cast of characters that's like how many of them are there? Like eight,
Yeah.
something like that. Like that's a lot of characters that are all like on a team together, like to have um like all be introduced and developed in one movie.
The guy that played Icarus though was very good.
Yeah, Richard Madden. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
dude.
Yeah.
And then
Um.
the main girl, I can't remember what her name was.
Um. Is it Cersei? No.
That's one of them. I don't remember.
I think that is
What was
it
it?
then.
Yeah. Salma Hayek is starts with an A.
It's
Ajax.
Ajax. Ajax. And then there was Sprite and Kingo and uh
Or was it
Druig.
Druig? Yeah.
I don't remember the engineer guy's name. The guy with the
Black guy.
glasses. What?
The black guy.
Yeah, the black guy with the
Yeah.
glasses that had the husband and the kid.
Yeah. I can't
Um
remember either.
I can't remember his name. He was cool though.
What was oh my god, what's her name? Angelina Jolie, what was hers?
Oh, I don't remember her name or what her name was either. Was it just Athena?
Oh, maybe it was. I think yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and then there was um the guy that was kind of like her caretaker. I can't remember what his name was either. He was the good cook in the
Oh
group.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, like I none of them are like dislikable really. Sprite is kind of, um, but I don't really like hate any of them.
No.
Uh, do you want to talk about the ending? Do
Harry Styles.
yeah.
Yeah. What was it? What's the name of the?
I think it's Eros, something like that.
Yeah, Arrows.
Is
That's
it
Harry
cousin or brother of Thanos?
brother.
Dude.
Why did it happen?
I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
wait. No, they kind of did explain it. They said what were like the bad like the monsters called? Because that's how they explained it. Is he was that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
The Deviants in the movie?
Yeah, he was a deviant.
Eros is?
No, no, no. Thanos.
Oh,
He was a deviant. Pretty
interesting.
sure.
Huh. I'd have to rewatch it. I don't remember. I don't remember.
Yeah, I haven't watched it since it came out.
Um,
I'm interested for Harry Styles' character. I think it'll be cool because he's in I was gonna say before when we were talking about Florence Pugh, there's a movie with those two coming out that looks
oh
really
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that movie does look good.
I can't remember what it's called, but it looks really cool.
Yeah, isn't it like a
It's like
it,
a love horror.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool, and he looks really like what in the trailer like he was good.
Yeah.
So I have
Yeah,
faith.
I'm interested. Like at first I definitely was like screw that, dude. Like what the heck? But now I'm just like
He's in Dunkirk too, though.
I didn't like Dunkirk though.
I
But I still need to
I
rewatch it. I still need to
do
rewatch
need to rewatch it. It's so good.
it. I didn't really understand like when I first watched it, I was kind of younger and I didn't understand like what the actual timeline is like
Yeah,
historically. So I had like no clue what was going on because like it just keeps jumping around. And I don't know like what comes before what. So I'd have
yeah,
to watch it again. I'd probably understand it much better.
yeah.
Um,
But
but yeah, with him in the MCU, I'm just like I'm more open-minded now, I guess. Like I'll just like I'll judge it when I see it. Like I'll make a decision on whether or not I am like in love with that decision or not. Like when I see what comes of it.
yeah,
Um, I think that brings us to Spider-Man: No Way Home.
sure.
Yes, sir. Um, W. That's all I got. No, I'm just kidding. Like, what can we even say about this movie that has not already been said?
I don't know, like childhood nostalgia
Yeah,
lived out in one movie.
yeah. Like,
The only gripe, the score was so lacking in some parts. Like, why did they not use more of their themes?
I know
Why was it always the Giacchino theme, which isn't bad?
it's not bad at
Why,
all.
why aren't you using Elfman or Zimmer? Why?
Yeah. I think the Amazing Spider-Man movies it was Zimmer, and then the second one I was a
The
different.
second one was Hans Zimmer.
The second
The
one was
first one was
Zimmer.
somebody else.
I can't remember his name.
But the second one has the more iconic in my eyes.
Yeah. I feel like I can. I didn't realize the themes were different until like a few months ago.
Like when they did use their themes, obviously they used the Elfman theme, and then but then when they did Garfield, they used the Hans Zimmer.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely wish we had seen more of their like themes like it's just throughout that whole like fight scene or just like even beforehand would have been great.
yeah,
But other than that like um they kind of like breeze over all of the ramifications of like Mysterio revealing his identity and stuff like pretty early on like he doesn't like yes everybody knows who he is and like that affects his like college prospects, but like any I guess like legal ramifications don't really like continue. Like the only people that you ever really get to see
That's
like
because he's
react to
got
him is like his teachers.
because he's got the greatest lawyer.
Saul Goodman. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's not even what I was
I
thinking.
know.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Uh, yeah, Charlie Cox is in the movie, obviously, which was
It's
dope.
all good, man.
Saul Goodman. Yeah, Bob Odenkirk was in the movie. But like
I mean,
I don't
technically,
even
it's
know.
kind of the entire plot is he's trying to make everybody forget, but
Right, but like if he doesn't, what happens? He doesn't go to college. Like I mean, yeah, it would have
more
eventually
would have
caused.
happened.
Yeah, I was gonna say more bad things would have happened eventually. I'm sure.
It would have
If.
been interesting if there had been a little bit of a time jump, maybe, and then we see like more that it happen. But
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah, it doesn't bother me though that much because I just remember being in the theater for Far From Home, like at the end when Mysterio reveals all that, and I'm just sitting there like, no,
what
because
the?
yeah, literally that was my reaction. Just because like I cannot stand stories where everybody knows who Spider-Man is. Most of the time, most of the time, because it just like the secret identity thing is like the whole like it adds like such a thick layer of like tension to everything he does, and if you remove that, then it's just like
I don't know. I mean, you remove that layer, but then you have the layer of everybody knows who he is. So what the hell's gonna happen now? You know?
yeah, yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Um, they definitely handled like the whole responsibility thing way better in this
Yeah.
than they did in the other two, especially Far From Home. Um, like Homecoming did a fine job, I think, with responsibility. Like he multiple times like leaves
Yeah.
his
With
field trip behind and stuff, like to go fight the vulture instead of swimming and just things like that, like missing the decathlon. Um, just I feel like he showed a good amount of responsibility there, but like obviously Far From Home, he's like, well, screw you guys, I'm going on vacation, and I'm not bringing my suit with me, and my spider sense doesn't work for some reason. But um, uh, but obviously like he in No Way Home like wants to go out of his way to save the villains, which is cool.
yeah.
And something we've kind of like yeah, obviously like both Toby and Andrew like in their movies like attempt to redeem them and sort of do on certain occasions, but they always like die immediately after. Well, in some cases. Like what's kind of funny is like the whole point of the movie is like to like help rehabilitate them and then like send them back so they don't die. But like Sandman never died and neither did the lizard. But it doesn't.
Wait, and
In Spider-Man 3, Sandman doesn't die, and
yeah.
in The Amazing Spider-Man 1, the lizard does not die.
Does anything happen to Sandman? I don't remember.
He just like goes away.
Did he like take his powers away though?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. I couldn't remember. That's what I mean. Like too much shit happened in that movie for no reason. Like they added way too much stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Not Raimi's fault though.
No, not Raimi's fault. Sony's fault.
Yeah.
God damn it, Sony.
Let's talk about Morbius, bro.
Hell no, 'cause I haven't seen it. We'll never see
I
it.
haven't seen it either.
I'm gonna watch it on the Discord link below. Funny that that exists.
Yes. Um.
My shoulder itches. But anyway, yeah, No Way Home was honestly everything I could have imagined.
Yeah, we haven't even really talked about like Toby and Andrew being in it, other than like their themes.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what. It was cool,
It was great
like after
seeing all
May
three of
died,
them together. Yeah.
and like after May died, like the whole scene, like with them on the rooftop,
Mhm.
that was that
Uh,
was good.
yeah, I'm glad that they had that in there, and then also like the like in the science lab stuff, and they didn't just like show up for like the last 10 minutes just to like help him in the fight and then like leave. Like they actually had emotional weight and like an influence on his decisions.
Yeah,
Um, like they were able to give him advice, and just like be that support for him because they know what he's going through.
yeah,
So yeah, but uh, Willem Dafoe was great as
yeah,
always.
for real.
Um,
Jamie Foxx was also good.
mhm,
Alfred Molina was good.
yeah.
Um, Sandman wasn't even actually there.
Yeah, they just used like the old footage from Spider-Man 3, and then everything else was just like CG sand particle man,
I don't I don't think
particle simulation man.
I don't think what's his name was there either. Played the lizard.
Oh, Reese Ifans.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't there either. They just used old footage for that as well. It makes more sense. Like it makes sense though for him to like stay a lizard, but
Oh, well,
it does
yeah.
not make sense for Sandman to just like not be Flint Marco
The
ever.
coolest part of that movie, in my opinion, other than them showing up,
Mhm.
was when uh Toby and Doc Ock talk.
Yeah.
Like, my boy, how are you? It's been so long.
Yeah.
I'm doing better. Like that was so cool. I don't know.
Trying to do better.
Trying to do yeah, trying to do better.
Yeah.
God, that was so cool.
Yeah, that was
'Cause
good stuff.
that's what made Doc Ock like that's what makes him such a good villain is because like you know that there's like so much humanity in there,
Mhm.
but he like just can't help it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely banger movie. Not perfect, but a banger nonetheless.
Yeah.
I feel like it's about as perfect as they could have gotten for
Yeah.
like what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
So, um, what came out after No
Almost
Way Home?
40 minutes and we haven't talked about anything else.
Nice. Um, I mean, there's not really anything else of note. We kind of already touched on
What else has come out?
Doctor Strange. We've only talked about Marvel stuff. We haven't talked about anything Star Wars other than The
Bad
Mandalorian.
Batch. Yeah.
That Batch is
Let's just
fine.
let's just yeah.
All right, lightning round. Let's go. Star Wars.
Wait. Let's finish up Marvel real quick. We'll
Okay.
lightning round the rest of the Marvel stuff. Okay. So
Okay.
we had uh
I don't even remember.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. What came out before Doctor Strange?
I don't think there was anything.
There was nothing from December to May.
I don't think so.
Moon Knight in March.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, Moon Knight's pretty good. It's
I like
decent.
Moon Knight.
Like, um, like the more I look
The
back
art
on
was
it,
so freaking cool.
yeah, the more I look back, the more I wish they would have done certain things differently. But at the same time, like, it's entertaining for what it is, and I
Yeah.
like it. So
Yeah. Multiverse of Madness. Watched it again the other day with you.
yes,
So
sir.
so good,
Yeah, it's
dude.
cool. I'm so glad that Sam Raimi is back in the superhero genre.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Still so good.
yeah.
So good.
There like
Wanda,
so many
her
cool things in that
character
movie.
arc is so good in that movie.
Mhm.
Her character arc overall is so good.
Yeah, she's been like super dynamic this whole time. Like villain, hero, villain again, and then seemingly sacrificed herself.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see if she's actually dead or not. I don't know if I believe it or not yet.
I couldn't imagine that they're just gonna let her die in that way.
Yeah. But like how else are they gonna like who's gonna kill her? You know?
I don't know.
I feel like the only person that could
Kang?
kill her is herself. And Kang, I guess. Yeah. It would have to be like a big bad that like directly kills her.
Galactus.
Just eats her. Yeah.
But yeah, Multiverse of Madness. Very, very good.
Goated.
We're going to see Thor next week.
Yes, sir.
Third.
Tickets are purchased, right?
Are purchased.
Yes, sir.
We could talk about the Batman.
Oh, baby, yeah. How could I forget? Cinema.
That's what came
10
out.
out of 10 masterpiece.
For real.
Yes, sir.
Robert
Oh.
Pattinson. Dude, the plot of that movie. People who say movie was too long. Shut up.
Oh my
Here's
god.
the baby.
For real.
Shut your bitch mouth. Like, it was so good. Like, it was perfect. I thought it was exactly how long it should have been.
Yeah, I feel like
Because it would have been too short. You wouldn't have gotten like enough of the
yeah.
stuff with Paul or Riddler. Paul to know.
Mhm. Yeah, he was great.
Oh,
Everybody was great. Yeah, dude. Everybody like
Also,
brought a great performance. Colin Farrell.
The guy that played. Oh yeah, yeah. The guy who played. I can't think of his name. Commissioner Gordon.
Oh, he also voiced the Washer. I can't remember his name. I almost said Jonathan Banks. Imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, just like the characterization of Batman throughout the whole movie, like I could go on and on about the opening scene for so long, just like
People who think he was just like, oh, Batman's just emailing this for the email. Shut up.
yeah, like that's just a bad take.
Oh my god, dude.
So bad. But just like the whole beginning part, like I had not watching that for the first time, like that just opening scene, like I hadn't felt that way in a movie in a long time. Like if ever.
Like when
Like
he just walks out and just beats.
just like
everybody.
generally like not terrified, but just like apprehensive and like on the edge of my seat, kind of
Like good lord.
like not knowing what's about to go down, but like knowing that it's gonna be like awesome and terrifying at the same time. And just like I just remember like kind of tingling like watching that, like listening to music like the like
I was just sitting in my seat. I was just like, yes, sir.
yeah, dude. And then like he goes to like save that guy that was getting beat up by the gang. And then obviously like there's a symbolism with the one guy that only has half his face painted, like he's not fully indoctrinated in the gang yet.
Yeah.
And then on top of it all, like after he just beats the ever living shit out of everybody, like the guy that he saves at the end of the day is still like don't hurt me. And then that like message, like you immediately understand that like Batman like
Just a vigilante.
like right, like he just strikes fear into everybody, not just the criminals. So like it obviously sets up like the question that they're going to answer throughout the whole movie, like should fear be the tool that I'm employing? Like should fear be what I stand for? Like what is Batman? Or like what should Batman be a symbol? Or what should Batman be a symbol for? But yeah, I mean there's a bunch of other stuff to say about it. Like you mentioned the
But we do a whole other podcast.
yeah. You mentioned the cinematography, dude. Oh, so good. Like especially like
The upside down fire flame car thing.
yeah, just like the whole car chase is so cool because it's kept so grounded, like with the cameras mounted on the cars and stuff. Very few like wider shots, if any. Um, but and I like how they really bring out like the detective aspect of Batman in that one. Yeah, Matt Reeves did a great job with the Batman, and I cannot wait for the second one and like the Penguin spin-off show.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'll watch that. Like
Oh yeah,
I will
for
buy
sure.
HBO Max for that. I've been wanting to get it for a while. I just like have not yet.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah. Do you want to lightning round Star Wars stuff real quick?
yeah, we can.
Okay.
So Bad Batch,
Bad Batch.
I liked it.
I liked
It's
it.
good.
It's pretty good. Fine. Yeah.
Or Omega.
Omega.
Omega was kind of annoying. Omega. Tick.
Tick.
Ricka.
Oh my gosh.
Rika.
The setup though with Mount Tantus. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Omega's character. I mean, she was kind of annoying in the beginning,
it's gonna
but
be
she grew
interesting.
up a lot
Yeah.
throughout the show, and by the end, it was kind of like the same with like how Ahsoka was.
Mhm.
People thought Ahsoka was really annoying, but then she like grew up, and same thing with Omega. Which I mean, I kind of figured that was gonna happen,
Mhm.
but by the end, she was cool.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm in.
excited for the second season.
One like big question that I have with Star Wars is like, obviously, it it seems like they have like the like having like cloning stuff, like especially cloning of like force sensitive individuals, like for example, like trying to clone Grogu or whatever they were trying to do with him, and like part of me like feels like it's somehow connected to Omega because like Dr. Pershing has like the Kaminoan like cloner like patch on his arm, so it's like why am I feeling like this is probably just coming out like completely out of my ass. Was there an animated version of Dr. Pershing in at the end of the Bad Batch like on Mount Tantus, or were they just like kind of chilling?
I think there might have been.
I could honestly just be pulling that right out of my ass and just not know what I'm talking about because it's been so long since it ended.
I think you're right.
So just like it that like through line from like the end of the Clone Wars to like after the Galactic Civil War, like that if those two things are connected, that's interesting. Like that it like that I guess plot or like storyline bridges those the two eras together.
Currently looking on Wikipedia.
Okay. Yeah, I don't
I
remember.
think you're right. Where's his appearances section? Oh my god, why is his Wikipedia? Oh wait, Mando.
Did I pull it out of my ass?
He might have, but I
Yeah.
swear, I feel like I thought he was too.
Yeah, I probably just like suggested it to you and then your brain was just like, "Yeah, that sounds about right."
Yeah, no, guess not.
Yeah.
Oh well, thought he was. That made sense, but anyway, yeah. Bad Batch.
Bad
Like it.
Batch liked it. Yes. Um
Forget now. Is that it?
I don't know.
Yeah, Book of
Star
Boba.
Wars or yeah, Book of Boba and then Kenobi, I think would be it,
There
right?
was an animated shit. There was the anime one. I can't remember what
Oh,
it's called.
Visions.
Visions.
The first episode was cool. I watched like I never ever finished it, but some of the episodes were cool, especially the first one with Ronin. That was cool. Um, but yeah, we don't have to touch too much on it.
Yeah, I mean I didn't watch it, so I don't
Yeah,
know what to say. Book of Boba. That was Mando season 2.5.
yeah. Book of Boba is.
It was cool, but
I think if you take out episode 5 and 6, though, it's really mid, like
yeah,
extremely mid. And those two episodes that I mentioned have one has zero Boba Fett, and one has like him saying two lines of dialogue at the very end. like, um, so I don't know. It could have been.
it was kind of like like the episode that Robert Rodriguez directed in Mando season 2 was good, but that last episode of Book of Boba was not that good.
Yeah, I would say the Robert Rodriguez episode of Mandalorian, the tragedy, I think it is. Um, it's good other than like the cinematography and like the
Cinematography.
yeah the cinematography. Um, but yeah, it just like it seemed like it was just filmed in someone's backyard, like a fan film. Like it felt like a fan film. The cinematography did of that episode, but um, yeah, just like everything with Boba just seems very hollow. It's just like they want to they want to make him different from Din Djarin, but they base Din Djarin on Boba Fett. So it's like they've traded places almost. Well,
Well, it's like trying to make a character different than what he already is.
yeah, it's like I'm fine with them being similar because like obviously very quickly Din like becomes more caring like with Grogu and stuff. But like before he meets Grogu, he's like almost indistinguishable like personality wise to Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Um so like just keep Boba Fett like that and have Din be the one that's all warm and cuddly like he kind of already is.
Mhm.
Um and like I feel like that's enough distinction as it is. I just don't like really understand why he like wants to rule with respect, I guess. Like I can understand the motivation of like not wanting to be told what to do anymore. But like that doesn't mean you have to like go soft, I guess. Um, cuz like he cares for some reason about the people of Mos Espa. Um, but and then like you kind of they try to show you why he cares because he was given a family with the Tuscans, but all of the people in Mos Espa hate the Tuscans. So like, if the Tuscans were your family, why are you like? And then they were killed. Like, why does that make you want to protect the people of Mos Espa?
I mean, he says. He has a line that's just like, "I want to rule with respect," and I think that was like because Jabba ruled out of fear. Like he ruled like fear,
Yeah,
and
and it was
after,
effective. He
well,
was.
it was, but I think um like after Boba literally got eaten by the Sarlacc, and then everybody died. I feel like that probably might have been like a yeah. So that's how that's gonna end if I do the same thing, I guess.
Right. That's fair. That's
I don't
fair.
know. That's just my assumption.
I would still prefer a more cold Boba at the
I
end of
think
the
he
day.
should still be colder, yeah. But like,
He talks a lot too.
yeah. We didn't see him that much before, so
Yeah.
we just only knew him as not a very uh talkative character.
Right.
He had between episodes 5 and 6 had probably a total of 5 minutes of screen time.
Yeah. Something like that.
So, but yeah. Anyway, that was not very lightning.
No, not at all.
Anyway,
Not one bit.
Obi-Wan writing again killed the show.
Yeah. Yeah. It also feels very like low quality like production wise.
Yeah, I actually watched a podcast yesterday, and they said the same thing. Like they looked it up. It got I think it was like 15 million per episode.
Mhm. Mandalorian was like 10 million, right, per episode?
Actually,
At least
no.
for the first season.
Mando was yeah. Second season was 15 per episode for Mando. Obi-Wan was 20 per episode.
Mando looks great. Like why does Obi-Wan look great?
It's just who they hire for cinematography. I don't know who they did.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know.
effects aren't terrible. It's more
I don't
just
know.
the way that things are
Yeah, the
shot.
effects are fine. Yeah, like the
I think
scenes
the
where
lightsabers are way too bright now. Do you feel the same way? Like they cast so much light over like everybody, even if it's like broad daylight. Like the scene like the flashback scene where in episode 5 where Anakin and Obi-Wan fight, like it's just really really bright. It like
but I
makes
think that
them
also
their
goes
entire body
into
blue.
that's also up to cinematography. Because
Yeah.
I mean, all the lighting, that's all him or her or they. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Um. Yeah.
right? But yeah,
I remember.
that stuff is all up to the person.
Yeah, I remember like it literally took me out of the show. One shot did. Um, we were watching it was episode I think 4. So whenever they're getting ready to go like raid the Fortress Inquisitorius, and like they're having like the team meeting like around the table, like Obi-Wan and Tala and the guy that like is kind of the leader by the end. I can't remember his name, but like they're having that team meeting, like discussing the plan, and it's just like they're just on this wide shot, like kind of shaky cam for like uncomfortably long while they're just talking, like no close-ups on anybody, like while they're talking, and it just like went on for forever, and like the camera's just like shaking. It was
Well, it's like
just
if you watch Star Wars, like if you watch episode like all the George Lucas ones, everything's like a medium wide, or a wide. Very rarely are there close-ups, but it's always the camera's moving and it's like in a smooth motion. It's not like like a bumpy, shaky. Like any like when we would point like lightsaber fights.
I guess I'm not saying I need a close up. I just more just need the camera to do something other than sit in
No, I
one
know.
spot
No,
and
no, no.
kind of just like.
I get what you're saying, and I was like, but what I meant, like, if you watch, like, I don't know why, like, the immediate thing I thought of, like, when Obi-Wan in Episode 2 was like hung up, um, and Dooku comes in and talks to him,
Hmm.
the camera is circling around
Yeah.
the whole time, like, it's not still, or I mean, for like, a setup, it might be still, but then like as soon as they start talking, it's shifting around and it's moving the whole time. And
Yeah.
but like what you were saying the other day, the shaky camera movement with the lightsaber fights doesn't fit.
No.
Like it's already so much to like have to watch a lightsaber fight because I mean it's basically just sword fighting. Like it's hard to see as is. When you do that, it makes it like that much harder to see.
Hmm.
But if you watch freaking like Battle of the Heroes in Episode 3, everything's a wide shot. There's never a close up, ever. Other
Yeah.
than maybe when they pause for a second, like
Like where they're like on each other and like the
like
lava spurts up behind them. That's
that's a
still
wide
even
shot.
kind of wide.
That is
Yeah.
that is yeah, that's a wide shot.
Yeah. But
Uh,
like, isn't there like a brief moment like right before the lava goes up where like they're like kind of grappling for a second?
there might be, but but then the other time it happens is when like when Anakin's got Obi-Wan by his throat, he's like pushing him back like inside the room, and before he kicks him over his head and does a flip. That's I mean that's those are like medium close.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
everything I mean it's all wide shots, so you can actually see what's going on.
Right. Yeah.
Everything's become too like streamlined. Like there's no like differentiation between like all the Marvel shows are like that too. All the fight scenes, shaky camera,
Yeah, it's super duper annoying.
and it's because it hides bad choreography.
Yeah.
So if you can hire uh like a not a super renowned choreographer, fight coordinator, stunt coordinator, you can get away with getting a not great one
Yeah.
that doesn't do the best choreography if you just do shaky camera because it just hides all the bad stuff. It's just
Yeah.
like a lazy. But I also think nowadays stunt coordinators don't have to work as hard because of that. So it's like even the good ones are. I don't know. I have no idea. I say this. I'm talking like I am in the industry. I've never been,
Right.
but it just I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just my
I just feel like anybody, like I feel like I could walk in there right now and just like make a good like like a good fight. Like I could make a good fight. Like if you sat me in a room with like another person, like we could like figure something out.
I mean, we literally used to do that
Yeah. Yeah.
on my back deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't the best, but like with it'd be better like if we had like a script or something like where we know like what the environment is and like what because that I feel like that's something we haven't really done is like incorporate the environment into our choreography that we've done in the past. Because like obviously we can't really use the environment because we can't like actually like break shit and like throw it at each other. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just feel like it's like who are they hiring anymore? Like I feel like anybody could do this stuff sometimes.
I mean, that's what like I sent you that tweet when they were talking about like the writer was like how does Reva know that Anakin's Darth Vader? All she saw was Anakin as Anakin, like all this stuff. Just
Yeah.
like I guess I can understand where she could put the pieces together, but like literally everybody else was under the assumption that he died in lava. Like,
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure the galaxy wasn't even informed about like that part. I think like I think the galaxy was told that he died defending younglings in the Jedi Temple during Order 66, and which is very ironic. Um, I think that's what the galaxy was told, though. Um, like really, the only feasible way that she could know is if like she just played dead until like Palpatine came over and like talked to him for a second and then left.
but he would have only called. Well, I guess he would have called him Lord Vader. So
He would have called him. He did call him Lord Vader because it's in the security recording.
yeah.
Um, but
Also, that makes me wonder. Was she playing dead when Obi-Wan and Yoda went through there?
is that the same group of
He just like
younglings?
kicked her body for a second. They're like, ah, she's gone.
That's why she hates Obi-Wan because he fucking kicked her in the head.
He just he full wind up like booted her in the back of the head. Nah, this one's gone.
This one's definitely done.
If not, now she is.
It would have been better that way.
Sheesh.
Sheesh.
Sheesh. But yeah, to wrap up Obi-Wan. Okay,
Okay.
the end satisfied me.
Yeah.
Also, lack of theme. Natalie Holt did great in Loki. Not bad, but could have done way better. I don't know what it is with Disney and like refusing to use character themes. Why? Why? Just use it. It adds so much more depth to the moment.
Yeah.
Music is everything, dude. Music makes a show or a movie.
Yeah, because like especially when you've
That's why
had
every
this music
movie
around
you've
for
ever
so
watched
long.
has good music.
Yeah.
Tarantino, great music. Scorsese, great music, dude. Like God. It kills me. I'm over here. I'm literally banging my head right now. You can't see me, but oh man.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, just like refusing to use themes that are like synonymous with the characters that we're watching and like you're watching Darth Vader like exit a shuttle and like in every other movie it's
Every other context.
in like every other movie show whatever it is always like boom 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 like and then like he walks out of the shuttle and like right before he's about to fight Obi-Wan and like you just hear like this low like kind of ominous like just kind of like thrum I guess and it's just like you can tell it wants to be the Imperial March but it's just not
Like
and like for why you have the rights
well, the thing is, it's like, is it them not wanting to use it, or is it them literally just like not even thinking about it? Which I could not
I
imagine.
cannot imagine how do you
Not thinking
not
about
think
that.
about that dude Especially, I mean, they used it at the very, very end. Like, why would you wait to use it until then? Like, the only thing I can think of is if they wanted to like kind of separate, like have this show be sort of a like a turning point for Vader, like going from being more like Anakin, more like um, brash and like um,
Young.
yeah, like a young Vader, not mature,
Because I mean,
is quick to run into
he's like
situations.
still in his 20s in this show, isn't he?
I think he is 32.
Okay,
Because
so
I think he was 22 in Revenge of the Sith, and it's 10 years after.
how old
Um,
is he in Phantom Menace?
9.
Okay, yeah. Well, wait, how long is Revenge of the Sith after Attack of the Clones? Is it 3 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's 32. Still, I mean, in his prime.
Yeah, for sure. Whereas by the end of the show, obviously he like decides to stop following Kenobi, stop following his hatred, his feelings. Um, so like he he's learned lessons after getting his ass beat again, uh, and just like is becoming more mature, more calculating, I guess. Um, and then I would assume like that is kind of the point where he becomes like the Darth Vader that we know, and that would be my assumption as to why they wait until then to do it. But at the end of the day, I don't care. Give me the Imperial March when Darth Vader's on screen. That's
Yeah.
like they gave me the Imperial March during in Revenge of the Sith, and he had just become Darth Vader. Like
Yeah.
so,
I don't know.
yeah. It's
But anyway,
anyways.
we are.
We are an hour and 8 minutes in, or something like
Yeah.
that.
We still gotta. We'll talk about it a little more.
Yeah.
But that'll be it for the movies.
Yeah. I agree.
What have we been up to?
What have we been up to? I've been working. That's it.
Boy, yeah, 2 years went by.
Yeah. Yeah, I've just been working and graduated high school.
Yeah, both graduated high school. I went through a year of college already.
And I start college in the fall. I took a gap year. But yeah,
Sir,
yes sir. Going in for film.
as am I.
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Um
We're going to Hollywood, baby.
um but yeah, that's like really all I've been doing. Like I don't think there's anything else for me to say.
Yeah.
Just working and talking about movies and playing games.
We pretty much haven't done anything different than what we were doing before. We just didn't record it
Yeah.
for the last year and a half.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's about it, honestly.
I don't know. We didn't write anything else down, did we?
I don't think so.
Future plans.
What are your future plans? Yeah, true. Oh, you're saying like okay. Yeah, we do need to get on that. I just like had such a bad like writer's block. I don't get new inspiration very often. It feels like every once in a while I have like I'll get little concepts of things here and there, like, oh, that'd be a cool idea to incorporate into a story. But then, like, the moment I go down the rabbit hole of, like, okay, how would I make that work in the context of, like, a bigger story? And then I just can never think of anything.
Yeah. I mean, I write here and there of the shower thoughts feature,
Yeah.
but I haven't done that in a while.
I don't think, like, that hasn't really been announced, has it?
No, I mean, I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
I don't care for people to know.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's never, I'm never gonna make it myself. I mean, it'll never be something we do ourselves. That
Right.
would be like a thing I would actually like give to a production company to make.
Mhm. Yeah.
But it's just something to do because I think it can be developed much further. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
actually,
agree.
we never even. I mean, people know about it at this point, but that wasn't even something. That was like actually in the last episode we did, episode 6.
We
We
talked
talked.
about it?
We had very no. We had we like very briefly discussed that we had agreed on a new idea, but we never we didn't go into any detail.
Oh, nice. That's funny.
Wrecker hadn't even come out when we did the last one.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
but
Man,
yeah,
I wish I had like actually grown out my facial hair for that, but it is what it is. What
shower thoughts.
definitely our best work so
Oh
far.
yeah,
Um,
we could do something better. I think
absolutely.
you just gotta like we could. I mean, it doesn't even have to be. It could be 5 or 6 minutes long. I mean, some of the best short. Like, did you watch that Four Milks?
Oh no, I never did. I
Dude,
forgot
you
to.
gotta watch it. It's so freaking like it's so goofy and so short, but
Hmm.
it's so good. Like
Nice. Yeah, I will have to watch it.
like if you
Remind
just
me
throw
after
it
we
like
get
type
off it.
into Google. We'll watch it after. I'll pull it up
Okay.
because I want to show you.
Okay.
But yeah, so
Yeah,
writing is fun, but very difficult sometimes.
I agree.
But it's probably one of the most satisfying things to do.
Yeah.
The creative aspect is. I can't remember the way I explained it to somebody sometime or one time. Like, I basically just was like, I think I was talking to Brennan. Shout out Brennan.
Shout
But
out Brennan.
uh, I just was like, writing, like creative writing, is one of the most like satisfying things to do because you literally like envelop. Like, if you're super into it, you envelop yourself in this world that isn't. I mean, it's real, but it's not real. Like, it's real to you,
Yeah.
but you have to like completely like place your mind into this, like as if you're there.
Yeah.
Because like I mean, it's like, how do you come up with that stuff that you write? Like, that's not something. I mean, it's like it does just come to you, but like it's all out of thought process of like things that could happen. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's very interesting, like strain of thoughts that you could go on. Also, I got a tattoo right there, but I just put my arm up, but and saw it anyway. But I mean, it's just like a chain of thought that I don't know. It's just cool to think about, like how the mind like does that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I really need to like batten down the hatches and come up with a new idea and just start writing.
Yeah,
It's just
like
something.
you don't even have to like have an idea. Like, just start writing and see where it goes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a super like it's very much. I need to do it more too, but I'm so busy and I just don't think about it sometimes. And
Yeah.
it's like I was also watching this other podcast. It was the Beyond the Pine one,
Mm.
and it was James talking, and he was like you need to get past the point of like thinking what you're doing needs to be great right there, because you're gonna go through like four however many multiple like rewrites and like changes, and like you're gonna be like, oh shit, like I could do this way better. And
Mhm.
it's like if you force yourself to sit down and write, like it sounds like you think like if you think about it, you think about that and you're like, well then I'm just gonna like not write something that good. But it's like you sit down and you do it. It's I mean you're forcing yourself to write, so you're gonna write something, and then you can go back and look what you wrote, and you're gonna be like, well, maybe this actually could work, or you can change aspects of it, or you can just completely rewrite. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes forcing yourself to do it is like the best thing to do.
Yeah, that's actually good advice because like myself, like personally, I get just very like bogged down in little details and like how everything's gonna connect. Like I like to have everything kind of like planned out and then just connect the dots. Um, and like I'll just get hung up on like little details, like does that really make sense, or like how am I gonna Like, where am I gonna go from here if I do this?
Yeah. Yeah, that's like this like that's just what he was like saying. Like you gotta like stop letting that get in your head while you're doing it because honestly, thinking about that stuff probably is gonna make what you're doing worse than what you're actually like had originally thought of.
Mhm.
Just because you're thinking about it too much. Now, that's not always gonna be the case, but I don't know. Not like and I try to do that. And like having a whole like thing planned out sometimes isn't the best thing either. Like from start to finish, like with doing this shower thoughts feature thing, like obviously the short film had like been like things that, like all the way through, but now I have to stretch all that out and pull it really far, and now I have benchmarks of where I need to hit certain things, and some things are different.
Mhm.
Like I don't know 28 or 9 pages into it,
Mhm.
um, and like I mean I've only gotten to one thing, and like I have new characters, and it's just like and there's a whole like separate like plot to it that was not in the first like it's just but like it's cool and it like adds way more like already to Matt as a character
Mhm.
and makes and will make him by the end like that much more tragic. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That sounds cool.
but yeah, so
Yeah.
it's me talking about writing and shit. Very
Yeah.
passionate about that stuff.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but damn, it's 11 o'clock and I gotta get up at 6:30.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, I feel like that about
Pretty
wraps it up.
solid,
Yeah.
pretty solid return episode if I do say so myself.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Some not so lightning round reviews.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So upload schedule is probably gonna be weekly every Friday.
Yes, sir.
I think that's probably our
That'll be the
official
goal.
time.
That'll be the goal.
We won't set a time. We'll just do it Friday whenever I finish editing.
Yeah.
So you know.
Alrighty.
But all right.
I
So
can't remember. Do we have like a thing that we do at the end?
I don't think so. I think we just say bye.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Salute.
Adios,
Adios.
fellas. See you.